With Halloween right around the corner, many children experience new emotions related to fear. With the help of special effects and technology, the entertainment and commercial industries can market fear by creating something that seems closer to reality that can intensify the feelings of fear in children. So how should parents manage emotions of fear in their children? We spoke to the CEO and founder of Whirly EDU, an educational technology platform, to share more about this.
Halloween can be a scary time for kids, right? Because the distinction between reality and fiction is very little.
It's a strange holiday, really, because 364 days of the year, we tell our kids not to accept candy from strangers, not to go up to strangers' houses and knock on their door. And if they see something scary, that they should trust their intuition. And yet on this particular day, we throw all those out the window, all those rules. So I understand why it's confusing for a lot of kids. And as you mentioned, there is this distinction between reality and fiction that's very hard for kids to distinguish because they don't have that on a cognitive level yet. So I think what you need to do is really separate out the actual emotions, fear, and all the other ones that come with it, and the thought patterns that are coming with it. So when you separate those two out, the thought patterns are not based on fact. They're based on the stories we tell ourselves or from media, from lots of different sort of external influences, but they're not necessarily always helping us. Often they hurt us. There's the feeling of fear, and then there's the thoughts that we can actually control. Because we can't control our emotions, we can control our thoughts.
What advice do you have for parents?
First thing would be to not tell kids that it's bad to be scared. Don't be scared is not a helpful sort of tool for kids because the fear is going to come and it's perfectly natural. So I think when you explain to your kids that it's perfectly natural and that often the fear comes from not knowing, it comes from an uncertainty of not knowing because we as human beings are programmed to recognize patterns. And when we can't recognize the patterns, it becomes very discombobulating. Fear is designed to keep us safe. The other thing is to really celebrate the wins. So once they've processed and moved through and aren't scared anymore, ask them how they're feeling now and really celebrate the fact that likely they're feeling very confident with themselves or calm or excited, and really point out that they've processed fear really well. Because again, that's a pattern that later on in life, they'll be able to say, oh yeah, I got this. I can process fear, no problem.